All right. Are we live? We talking? Okay. So everyone watching, today is the homecoming game for Case and Walden. Sorry it's a little bit of a late match today. But so today we're gonna start with control, which is basically King of the Hill. And yeah, and both teams fight over the same point. Diego, could you put it and could you talk about the players who are playing today?
Alrighty, today we have Mr. One and Only Addison. His in-game name will be Pun Dude. His role is a DPS. His mains are Genji, McCree, and Hanzo. His average eliminations per game, or per 10 minutes, are 2280. Next up, we have Ariel. Her role is DPS also. Her mains are Ashe, Hanzo, and Tracer. Her average eliminations for 10 minutes are 21. Next we have Becca. She is a support. Her in-game name will be Beep Bop Boop. Her mains are Zen, Mercy, and Diva. Then we have Dom. He is a main tank. His in-game name will be Invited. And we have Emily, the team captain. The man in-game. Her role is support. We have Crazy Crafter, Luke Maven, support. We have Mickey, tank. We have Miguel, support. And then we also have Nathan. And we're off with the game now.
So, chat, really quick, is there any team you guys want to really look at in particular? We're gonna have to try and put it as even as possible, but which team do you guys want to see for the first round? Or at least the first part of the first round, the major first brawl. Answer. Let's spectate rated. Invited does go down. Becca does get rezzed and rated goes down too. Addison's currently on the bench right now. So, Diego, what do you think so far? How do you think things are going?
Things are a little bit chaotic here. We're having a lot of picks from Walden's side. Walden just holding them on the choke here.
Ooh, Super Zebra was taken down.
Case is Ryan with the big ult. And does get taken out.
Ooh. The clutch hack from Ariel. Critical hit with the double kill, and it looks like Case is going to capture the point here. Also, everyone, sorry for not introducing. My name is Bryce. My co-host, the one who's actually streaming today, is Diego. He's actually one of the players for Varsity, but he's decided to step into the streaming area for a while, or permanently, who knows.
Crazy Crafter using his ult.
After this individual round, we'll start talking about some schedules, but we'll cover that shortly. Critical hit with the zoning ult, gets one. Looks like this fight is going to be a struggle. Actually, this part of Oasis is known actually as one of the top, one of the top control maps to get a percentage on during a fight. Critical hit with the triple kill. It's like critical hit does find the fourth.
Feeling much better.
So Diego, what do you think of like that ult usage there?
Um, it did some damage, honestly. Case was able to pick out all of Walden, and here they have control of the point. Walden is here to looking at making a push here.
All right. So really quick, just looking at ults, Case is definitely at the advantage with amount, but quality ults, I'd say that Case is still superior here. Oh, out comes the Shatter. Looks like the teams trade. Sigma ult does come out from Walden. Critical hit and rated do both go down. Let's switch to Invited's point of view.
Invited does go down.
And it looks like Walden is going to capture the point with Case at 99%. So, once again, looking at ultimates, definitely Case is once again at the advantage, though Walden is close to several of theirs. People are going down on both teams. Invited gets pushed away from the choke point. He can't lead his team if he's off to the side. Ultimates are flying out left and right. Invited's trying to get to the point in a struggle. He gets there, but he's probably too weak to really do too much. Looks like Invited is going to get chased down by the Reaper and taken out. Critical hit with the double kill.
Rated still on point. And he does get taken out.
Let's look at Ariel, you know, she's had some pretty clutch hacks so far. Axe the Lucio. Down goes the Hog and the Moira. Looks like Case does capture the point here, putting it into overtime. Ooh, looks like it's a chaotic struggle. Critical hit goes down. Invited and Rated are the only ones left on the point.
Rated does get
Down
taken
goes
out.
Rated.
Here comes Crazy Crafter rushing 2 point, trying to stall.
Out comes the Hammond drop, does some damage, but it's taken a whole lot of damage. All the ultimates are flying out too. Taken out left and right. Looks like Case is not able to find the pick on any of Walden. Down goes critical hit and Ariel. It
Walden
looks like that
does
is
take that
round
first
one.
point.
So Diego, what do you think there? How do you think that went?
There was a lot of fighting back and forth. Honestly, Walden did have some strong suits at the end there. They did manage to keep picking off everyone one by one, and they managed to hold everything off. It was a very, very close game, and ults were used very wisely.
Yeah. Okay, so could you quickly pull up some schedules really quick before we get into the main fight?
That's more like it.
Sure can. Here are your varsity schedules real quick. Here we're looking at rated.
We're watching the match. Got it. Looks like Case went with a much more dive comp, and looks like Case is pushed off the point. Down goes Ariel.
Here we're looking at critical hit on Diva.
Yeah, we'll have to see when we can bring out Pun Dude, because it's just going pretty well, but well, down goes Crazy Crafter. Down goes critical hit and rated. Case is having a difficult fight here.
And
the manager
spectate a little
standing
bit
there.
of Walden's McCree.
Yeah, let's watch some of Walden. Lil Quaz, I think that's how you say it. So, Lil Quaz, he has definitely been popping off so far. Like, he's definitely been applying a whole lot of pressure. Ariel is trying to go with a cheeky hack, but is not able to pull it off. Out comes the Diva Bomb. Looks like Walden is finding more picks than Case. Case is struggling here. And the man's the only one who manages to get the point but gets taken down. Down goes Invited, and it looks like Walden is going to get the first map. A very strong performance from Walden that first map. What do you think, Diego? Anything you want to point out?
Walden is keeping that pressure on Case, getting some early picks, and from there, Case is just playing the catch-up game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Also, their alt usage has been very very calculated. I've noticed in previous matches with Case, like both teams have always tried to save up until they have like almost all 6 alts, and then they throw them out in like one big final fight. But this one, they seem to throw them out as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Trying to get as many out as they can, and then try and get more. So, let's see here. What's the plan? So we remember everyone, stick around because after second map, which is hybrid, which is next, which I'll explain in a second here, we are going to have a halftime show, which will be Case's band. So make sure you tune in for that. Now, Diego, could you put up the slide and talk about? Actually, no, I'll talk about it. Could you put it up about hybrid?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for those watching and who don't know what this game is really about, basically, hybrid is kind of like control, where there's an attack and defending team instead of just 2 teams, and the attacking team has to capture a point and then push a payload. The defending team has to try and stop this, and yeah, you try and finish with as much time as humanly possible. So Diego, any tips do you think that Case or Walden would really want to use here on King's Row?
Um, really, just they both teams are putting up a fight. Just Walden is getting the ults out quicker, uh, in a better fashion. They are just taking out these early picks versus where Case is kind of struggling to make it on the point due to Walden taking control over it. Um,
Yeah,
Case really has to bring in that fight to be able to stand a chance here.
yeah. Um, Actually, how about after the first round here, maybe you can have we set up a do we still have our highlight reel? Because I think we do. So in between rounds, how about you show a little bit of that?
Sir.
So let's think. So has there been any patterns in Walden's composition that you've noticed? Like, does one person seem to really like one hero?
So far I've seen a lot of Sigma.
Yeah, yeah,
Sigma was doing some damage out there in the front line, so
yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Sigma was coming in clutch with some major plays. So it looks like Walden is going to be defending this round. Case will be attacking first.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Going with the pretty solid Zarya Ryan composition. That's always useful.
let's make it a little bit of Walden's very own corn dog.
Corn Dog, oh yeah. I remember right, Corn Dog was playing Roadhog on the control maps.
Yes, indeed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers
Looks like they have Lil Quaz on the Widow, and they have KX Star on the McCree. Chase is going to start getting trapped in the choke point here. They have been cut in half. Case is trying to get to the point, but Invited Shield just keeps going down, and they just cannot get close enough. Critical hit does find a pick.
Let's see Walden's Lucio here.
Azinwi. I've really been butchering names. But Walden's Lucio, Azinwi.
Case does take the first point here, as we see from Invited's point of view.
So if we think about it, this is going very different from the control maps. Case has definitely taken the initiative, and they've gotten really up in their face. They have not given Walden a chance to breathe.
Yeah, they sure are playing a little more aggressive here, getting the head start on Walden. Let's look at Walden's Sigma. Super Zebra.
He's
Comes
going
out
in
with
for
his
the
big
massive grab
ult.
flux. Does a massive amount of damage, but it doesn't find any picks just yet. Case is throwing out a whole lot of their ults, trying to put as much pressure on Walden as they can. And it looks like it worked. Case could just not withstand the pressure, and they got taken out. How about we look at Pundude for a little bit, because he's been having some pretty big plays so far, and he gets a beautiful pick on the Junkrat. Ooh, we have 40 viewers. Jeez.
Thank you everyone for coming out tonight and supporting your Varsity Overwatch teams.
Yeah.
Here we're looking at Pundude, trying to get some picks.
Just trying to get in that poke damage, break down Corndog's shield, and down goes Corndog. Gets a beautiful pick on the Ana. Pundude is getting very up in their face for a character who's made to sit behind. Gets
He
the
does
Sigma.
take out Sigma.
Looks like Walden's trying to throw out some of their ults in a last-ditch effort. They do get invited. Pundude throws out his ult, combined with invited. And it does get several kills, and it looks like that's going to be third point.
Here we go,
Case with the massive plays. What do you think, Diego? How do you think that round went?
Case really did put all the into it. They did play a lot more aggressive. They were in there, all in Walden's face. Massive ults that did came, but Walden kind of struggled a little bit. They got pushed back quite far. That was a quick game.
Yeah. So, I definitely noticed that Walden. I'm trying to think. So they definitely went with a different composition. I think that might have actually hurt them a little bit.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong; their composition was strong, but when you have Sigma Hog, that's a pretty strong combination. When you put that up and then you change it to Sigma Ryan, and then you're going up against Zarya Ryan, you just can't do it.
Here it does look like Walden is going dive.
Very interesting pick for this map, because like with heroes like Winston, aka what Corndog is playing, definitely not very good in like lots of choke points, like with King's Row here, as you can see, like the first choke point here and the bridge after you capture the first point. Let's spectate KX Star, aka Genji, on Walden's team.
Here we are.
He's very aggressive, gets right up in Pundude's face.
Does
Takes
take out Pundude.
Ooh, gets taken out with the charge. Corndog is surprisingly getting up in their face and just taking them out.
Corndog taking out critical hit.
Looks like he's not going to survive the interaction with Invited. Looks like Case has not been able to capture the point. I mean, been able to protect the point, sorry. And Walden is now pushing the payload. So, Diego, while we're in a bit of downtime, what do you think of Walden as like a school? Like, have you ever gone there, or do you know anyone there? Like,
I've heard it's a really good school. Esports program is definitely awesome. It's a great school, honestly. Glad it's part of the
Alright.
RUSD district.
Alright, well, it looks like we're starting to get back into the brawl.
Here we see
Critical hit does
Walden's.
take down one.
Here we see Walden's Tracer coming in from the back, trying to get some picks.
Looks like Walden is gonna start getting picked off here. For those who don't understand what's going on in chat, don't worry. Case and Walden are kind of at a bit of a stalemate right now, so don't worry. Oh yeah, Diego, you have to update the score. Put a score for Walden.
Oh, for sure.
Boy, am I glad I'm monitoring chat so I can make sure we catch those things.
Yeah, definitely.
All the ultimates are coming out. Case is going down. Overwhelming pressure.
And the man here looking to pocket the critical hit. She is in here, and she does get taken down.
Corndog with the very aggressive Winston, and it looks like Walden is going to capture the second point.
Here we look at Walden's Superstar. Not Super Zebra, sorry about that.
Super Zebra. Yeah. Goes in. Tries to knock him off the map. Does get some damage off. Isn't able to take any out though. Super Zebra just trying to get a bit of damage in.
And he does bump off critical hit.
Looks like Corndog is putting out his ult and trying to keep Case away from the payload. Yeah, sorry guys, it's not exactly a tie. We forgot to update the score. Sorry, we do apologize for this. So it looks like Case is going to get trapped in their spawn. Walden is putting out some overwhelming pressure, rated with the double kill. Don't worry, looks like Case is actually pushing back, so don't worry. Let's watch a bit of Rated. What do you think of that, Diego?
For sure.
So, as we can see, Rated has picked Reaper, a very close range hero. So he's going to have to start getting up in Walden's face if he's going to be effective. Looks like both teams do trade supports. Rated gets one. Gets two. Is going to maybe start putting some pressure up top? No. Yeah, can we get some hype in chat? Case is putting up a pretty strong fight here. Okay, Diego, do you think you can take over for a second here?
Sure can. Here we see. Here we see Walden's Genji up on top trying to get some picks. And he does get taken out. Here we see Corndog. Walden
Alright,
does
I'm back.
push back.
Looks like Super Zebra is trying to distract Case from the rest of his team. But Case is making sure that they keep their eye on that choke point. Walden throws out their Hammond ult, trying to Get Case off the payload. Out comes the Shatter.
They were looking at invited. He does.
Grab does come out.
Rated with
rated ults. That's one.
huge dragon from Pun Dude.
Looks like Case is able to fend off Walden from the payload, but it did come at a cost of pretty much all of their ultimates.
The power of destruction.
Looks like both teams are pretty not very close to their ultimates. Invited shield is gonna get destroyed pretty quickly here. Both teams just have to focus on building up their ults here. Rated does get chased off. I'm the Man does get her ult. So does Crazy Crafter. Little Quaz does get 2. Case does return fire. A huge clutch dragon from Pundu with the quadra kill. Pundu does go down.
We have Crazy Crafter stalling point,
It
doing
is
as much
a
damage as he
desperate
can.
struggle on the point. And it looks like Case is going to defend it, and Case does win. So really quick, Diego, while we still remember, make sure you update the score.
Yes, sir.
Also, everyone, quickly before we transition into the halftime show, just wanted to remind you all we do have post-game interviews, so remember that. So stick around after, to get some exclusive talk with some Case players and some from Walden. All right. So Diego, would you also mind switching us to the halftime show?
Yes, sir.
And yeah.
Welcome. You are about to watch an absolutely extraordinary effort from the student musicians in the instrumental music program at the Academies of Racine at Case High School. They have worked extremely hard under extreme circumstances to make this possible. You should be proud of them, because I know I am.
Something special about what we do here is break boundaries. We fly high. You are about to embark on a journey that is 2 months in the making, and something that we didn't think was possible when we first started this year. But through these students, anything is possible. My name is Max Filer, and this is the Case Instrumental Music Program.
As we can see here, awesome performance from Case Band. It's incredible what they could have done there, or how they all got together and made an amazing performance.
Yeah, I must say that was a beautiful performance on Case's part. The band, I mean. And yeah. So also remember we do actually have a royalty reveal, right? Later.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's talk about while we're getting ready to start. Let's go into the escort rules. Diego, could you please bring that up?
Gotcha.
All right. So, for those who are watching and you don't quite know what I mean by escort, basically, it's the second half of hybrid. It's only pushing a payload, and there's an attacking and defending team, and they're both trying to get it to the end. That's the basic way of putting it. And yeah, so let's get ready for the match.
Yeah, here we do have to keep a close eye on the comps that these both teams do come out and do. So, let's see how this game goes.
All right, so looks like they are going to do just a slight little scrimmage before they start up the game. So it's kind of like to spectate, not really go into first person, kind of just like watch it from above.
Yes, sir.
I've noticed that this game does look spectacular when you just look at it. Holy crap, 67 viewers.
We do
Jeez.
have 73 viewers at the moment.
67, I just checked. The numbers, I feel like some people are sometimes like lagging out.
Yeah, right now on my end it does say 72. So I think
Maybe
again,
my end just hasn't updated yet.
Again, thank you all for coming out and supporting your teams. This is a very great games, and make sure to follow us for more Case Legend Overwatch content.
Yeah, so as Diego was saying, make sure you follow, especially on all platforms. That support really does help, and it definitely inspires our teams to keep going and keeps helping us provide content. It also shows our district to continue to support our esports teams. So just make sure. Not that hard, just the click of a few buttons. All right, so really quick, let's get a round of applause because we do finally have Pundude on the McCree.
McCree, there we go. Here we see Case setting up in the high ground.
I'm actually seeing here that Case has gone with a very common strategy on this map to have like a hit scan to cover the main choke point. I mean, not main choke point, the main sight lines, while Junkrat covers the choke points. Hunted with a beautiful pick, make it 2. Pundude is picking Walden apart. Gets a 3rd.
I'm on fire.
Looks like Case was able to repel Walden's attack. And looks like Walden did switch out KX Star into Soldier. Hunted with the beautiful pick on the Ana. Looks like he's trying to get sneaky and go around. Gets a 2nd. He's just picking apart the supports.
Oh, does get taken
He
down.
does get taken out. Oh, sorry, Diego, I interrupted you there.
All good, man. Here we see
Looks
Pundude
like,
getting rezzed.
How about we spectate Walden just a little bit, just give them a little bit of love.
Yes, sir. Here we are on Walden's corn dog.
Yeah. Corndog has definitely been putting up a really strong performance today so far, especially on that Winston. I'm actually surprised how well he actually did there. Looks like he is gonna go for the master flank.
Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, Pundude, looks like Pundude has spotted him, is waiting for him to come around the corner.
Yes, indeed. Pandu does back off to regroup with his team.
Oh, Case gets two. It gets a third. Let's look at Super Zebra. He's currently the only one on Walden who has their ultimate currently.
Yep.
Pundude gets another one. Super Zebra is just waiting for Case to group up so he can attack. Case goes out with the shatter.
Pandu does have his...
Invited gets two, and then Rated gets the third.
Here we see Superstar getting damage.
Case is putting up a really strong fight on this map. They are not letting Walden through. Looks like Walden is gonna have to start using their ultimates here if they're gonna want to win this fight.
Oh, Super Zebra. Oh, it does get cancelled. It does get taken down.
Walden's getting picked apart.
Here we see Walden's Ana.
Looks like Walden is... They did take down Pundude, and it looks like they are gonna start pushing the payload. They don't have Pundude's just pressure of existing to protect them. Corndog gets baited in to get into the corner and gets taken out. Pundude with out comes the shatter again. Let me tell you, so far on this map, Pundude has been picking off those supports, making sure that Walden does not get their healing. What do you think, Diego?
It was very interesting. Case did set up on the high ground, and they did manage to keep Walden back from getting that point.
Yeah, Case with a very strong performance. Walden did have their moments there where they did actually start taking out several of Case, but M the Man did have some really good reses there and made sure that people didn't really have to walk all the way back and just got people back in the fight. And Walden couldn't take that pressure.
Yes, indeed.
If we have Pundude back on the Hanzo, oh, make that Ash.
Here we're looking at Walden's Junkrat, little Quaz.
And I really want that Junkrat skin.
It does look very cool.
You're here. It's good to have backup.
So, looks like Walden is going to try and do something similar with setting up on the high ground and having a Junkrat to destroy those shields. Little Quaz looks like he's going to go down to the choke point and start throwing some bombs in there. It's
Does
Crazy
take out.
Crafter. Rated does try and go for the flank. He does get pushed away though. Pundude is now up top trying to snipe some of Walden's players, but they just can't. But he just can't get through the shields.
take a look at Invited with the Shatter.
Oh,
He does get a double kill.
crazy plays from Case.
Gets taken out by Walden's Torb.
And I think that is it.
Oh,
I
Pun
think
Dude with
that's
the
it.
aerial kill.
And that's it.
That is it.
Case has won another round. Map. Sorry. Just make sure you remember to update that
Yes, sir.
score. Also, for those of you still watching, thank you for sticking around. Make sure you remember to stick around after game. We still have interviews. So get ready for that.
Excellent.
So, Diego, I'm gonna mute myself really quick. I just want you to give a quick summary about that match. And actually, no, show the highlight reel.
For sure.
Just do the highlight reel that we have. I think we played. Who did we play this
This
week?
is week 2's highlight reel. Here we do have the upcoming Varsity Overwatch matches. As you can see, week 6, November 25th, we do go against Wilmot. Then we go against Appleton East, Union Grove, Park, and the very, very important awaited match, Bayport. So far we have a great run with our Case Legends. It's been a great season so far. Lots of back and forth with teams, and here we are with the game.
So, really quick, I don't think we need to pull up the card because I'll just explain this. So, this final mode that we're going to be playing, we're going to be playing 2 maps of this. Is called Assault. It's also known as 2CP, aka 2 Capture Point. And basically, there's an attacking and defending team. The attacking team has to capture a first point, which is known as Point A. And once they capture that point, they unlock a second point called Point B, which they then have to capture. And that, as you can expect, the defending team tries to prevent this. Yeah, even if Case does get a third win, we will be doing a 5th match. So just remember that we're just have fun. So let's do some spectating of Case this round. I mean, we mostly watched Walden last round. I keep forgetting names. No, like. They're better. But Case needs a little bit more love, and it looks like we do have Ariel in play instead of Rated. Interesting.
Well, we will have to keep an eye out for Ariel. She does get some pretty sick plays. So
yeah, and especially when she's combined with Pun Dude, they are lethal. So I'd say we spectate Ariel in commemoration for her being brought out onto the field.
yep.
Ooh, Ariel with surprise pick of Torbjorn. Interesting.
Last minute check. Everyone squared away.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
The master of the Shimada clan has returned. Isn't it enough to be an engineer, Brigitte?
Felt like I had to do more.
So, looking at the team compositions, once again, let's just see here. Walden, I keep forgetting names, I'm so sorry. Walden has definitely gone with the dive composition, you know, made to get up in Case's face, gave them no room to breathe. Case has gone with a very bunkery kind of comp, you know, made to kind of just sit in one spot, guard that one choke point. Two of Walden go down. Invited does get taken out. Walden is going to get split up here. Dude gets another pick. Front Dog makes the smart decision to go off the map, make sure that doesn't give any ult charge to Case.
See that which is unseen.
Hundred with another pick on the supports. He's just really been on there. He's just really been on them so far. Invited with another one. Hundred with another pick.
He does get taken out. Crazy half crafter here.
Good as new.
Crazy Crafter definitely is, besides our captain, is definitely like, I think Crazy Crafter actually is our co-captain, right?
Yes, sir.
So, definitely one of our stronger players. He does get, God, my words. He does get, stolen away from his team and taken out. 100 with another double kill. He is not giving Walden any room to breathe. Looks like Pundut is gonna try and go for some poke damage, just trying to get in as much as possible before the fight starts. Pundut with the massive ultimate, guarding that choke point, zones out the Zarya and takes her out. Both of the Brig ults do come out. Pundut with two.
Pundut
Almost
does
gets
get some picks there.
Oh,
Gets a
100 with
pick on
another
them.
pick on the support.
Blocked by the dragon.
So can we get some hype in chat for Case? Putting up a very strong defense this round. The ultimates are coming out, but Case is just applying too much pressure. 100 with several kills. Walden just isn't able to keep up with Pundut's pressure alone. Case's team altogether is just lethal, especially with Pundut on their team. One of Walden's members does happen to sneak behind, aka Corndog.
Rated
But he does
does
get
get a
taken out.
triple kill.
It looks like Case is able to hold the first point.
I admire your efforts.
Score
So sorry about that. So for those who are watching and don't really know what's going on, now Case will attack, and out of the 3 ticks on the point, Case only has to capture 1. So basically, only have to capture 1/3 of the point, aka 33.33, repeating, whatever. That's math. That's boring, but you know. So, Diego, what do you think of both schools' performances so far?
Both schools are pulling up a really big fight here. Just Case is insane with the defense. Doesn't let Walden get quite through. Case is getting their ults out in a great fashion, getting lots of picks and just holding Walden back.
So, also, Diego, since you are part of the varsity team, that means you do actually have a lot of skill. Could you give any tips for people who might be new to the game or want to try it out? Like any tips for the game, like or a certain character that you really like?
Well, for me, I am a tank player, which is main tank. I just like being in the front line, getting a lot of damage. It really depends on how you like playing, honestly. If you like getting the support, healing your players, staying in the back. It is a very fun game. Uh, it does take a little bit of learning but in the end, it's a very fun game. And just great overall.
Okay. Well, it looks like Pundu does go on the Doomfist, a very strong yet very uncommon pick from him. Looks like Case is just applying so much pressure with those symmetric turrets mixed with Pundu's Doom just zoning everyone. Walden just can't keep up with the pressure. It looks like Case does officially win, but we do have a 5th match coming up, so, watch out for that. Also, remember, guys, we do have royalty reveal and interviews post-game, so just stick around for those.
Impeccable.
So, definitely a strong performance from both teams. And trying to think. So, Diego, how long have you been playing this game?
I have been playing this game for a couple months now.
Really?
Yeah.
Only a couple months? I thought it would be at least a year or 2.
No, I decided to get this game, and it's been actually a great fun game, and it's very easy once you get the hang of things, and having a team and friends to play with. It's very amazing.
Yeah, ever since I joined this kind of like group, I never actually had like friends that played this game either on console or PC. So when I joined this group, I'm like, oh, finally, people I can actually talk to about a certain game.
Yeah, esports really is a great place for that. I've found a lot of new friends here, just getting together, playing some games. Uh, it's a great experience, honestly. Great opportunities that come by.
Yeah.
Here we switched Becca out for Mickey. Here's Mickey's player card. She does main Diva. She is a tank, an off tank. And she mains Diva, Roadhog, and Sigma.
Remember to also show Becca's card,
Yep.
aka Bipapu.
Here we have Big Bop Boo. She is a support player. She mains Zen, Mercy, and Diva as a tank. Average healing is 3.7 per 10 minutes.
All right. So, Diego, did you update the score? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're gonna have to see if Case can win a fourth match in a row, like just the rounds, or uh, Walden's gonna pull in clutch. Well, knowing Becca's kind of like playstyle, we're either gonna see a much more like defensive composition with the supports because Beepapu, she's a little newer to the supports, so she usually sticks to Zen or Moira, which is not there's nothing wrong with that, but
Ready for battle.
no, the royalty was not announced yet. That'll be announced after this match, like the whole thing. So don't worry, Pen Peen Paps. We'll get that to you. Yeah. So just remember, everyone, we have royalty reveal, and then interviews after that.
And again, there will be interviews from both sides, as Walden team and K's team. So just keep an eye out for that one.
Let's spectate Mighty Fans, who's on the Winston. And we'll make sure to give Walden a little bit of love.
For sure.
Mighty Pants does get caught on her own, but she is able to escape. And the man does go down. Looks like Walden is going to capture the first point. Looks like Case is picked apart here. We have Pundude switching from Genji back to the McCree. Definitely a very strong pick. Also, remember everyone, thank you for sticking around. Make sure you follow on Twitch and here, and also on our other platforms, TikTok, Snap. I think it's Snap, right?
Yep. You see Ariel up on high ground trying to get some picks.
Looks like Pundude is getting some picks here. Walden's Doomfist, aka Corndog, is trying to put up a last effort fight, but is not able to escape alive. Walden does seem to have more ults than Case, so Case will have to watch out for that. Pundu does get soloed out and taken. Looks like Case is just not able to withstand Corndog's Doomfist. Just the sheer amount of damage that he just brings to the table is just much more than Case is known to handle.
Get into position.
Let's switch to the Ryan. So I forgot to mention that earlier. Critical hit does go in, gets one. The shatter does also come out. Critical hit. Oh, Pundude on the Pharah. Another unexpected pick. So, Diego, you've played with this team before. What do you think is definitely their strongest quality?
What I noticed a lot about the team is that there's a lot of strong comms. There's just everyone has their set role, their set what they do. Their comms, they've been working on that a lot. Just watch heroes work well together. Overall, they're just great at communication, and they've been on the grind.
Yeah. Thanks for your input, Diego. Looks like Case is getting pressured here.
You see Walden's corn dog.
That's right, corn dog. Very strong Doomfist, which actually that's kind of to be expected because usually tank players are actually pretty good at Doomfist. They actually kind of gel because they're kind of similar in the fact that they're kind of tanky, deal a bit more damage in close range. Sorry, I started monologuing there. Ooh, looks like we have Pundude on the Junkrat and Ariel on the Symmetra, so definitely a much more mobile composition.
Yeah, for you in chat, esports is really a great place to learn communications and leadership skills. We focus a lot more on just video games. There's academics that we focus on, a lot more things outside of the video game era.
Yeah. Now, I know this is technically related to video games, but because of me joining the esports, I actually got this opportunity to do shoutcasting, so...
For sure, there's a lot more opportunities than just playing on the team.
So back to the game, Corndog is popping off. He gets 3. Gets 4. Make that 5. Corndog is crushing it. Sorry, I nearly knocked over Nickel. Oh, thank you, Maya. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. So, Diego, mind doing some play-by-play?
Sure. Here we have critical hit taking out the Lucio from Walden. Getting real up in Sigma's face here. He does hook Sigma off the map. Gets a double kill on the McCree.
Alright.
Critical hit using his ult out here. Just trying to get some stalls.
Yeah. Oh, he does get 1. As in we is it's trapped. Corndog does use his ultimate to escape a not always use strategy with his ultimate, but definitely a very valid one. Corndog is behind Case's lines, but he isn't able to get any kills. Walden is just not able to get really onto the point. Let's look at this from Pundude's perspective.
Here we see him trying to get some damage on Walden.
Looks like Pundude is trying to go and try and pick off whoever he can find alone. Very good strategy with Junkrat because he has so much burst damage.
He does get a double kill with his Riddler.
He goes on to the point, gets a third, gets a 4th. And it looks like Case is going to get the 2nd point. Also, another really quick reminder, make sure you stick around for the royalty reveal and the interviews. So yeah, just stick around for that.
I usually get most of my team back alive, but who's counting?
Now, Diego, is this your first time shoutcasting like for this channel or really like in general, or like how new are you to shoutcasting?
I stream myself, but I've never really done any shoutcasting outside of just my own commentary.
Oh. Also, since we're still technically meeting each other, so what year of high school are you? I think you're junior or sophomore, right?
Yes, I'm currently a junior in high school.
Huh. Looks like Ariel is popping off here.
He sees Walden's
That's a
fair
third.
trying to get some kills.
It's a fourth. Ariel with a very strong performance on the Symmetra. I've been noticing that she's become a whole lot more common because ever since she got buffed.
From light to
Looks like Walden's Doomfist is trying to sneak behind Case and get some picks, but 100 reverses it on him. Ariel is trying to push into Walden's backline. Down goes Ariel. Let's spectate Beep Papu.
Allow me to repair the damage.
So just really quick looking,
Get into position.
Case is definitely at an advantage with their ultimates. Papu does get taken out. Case is all very weak. They only have one healer left.
He has Mighty Pants swinging the hammer. He does get taken out. Walden does manage to take over the point.
my ultimate is charging.
Also, to answer the question in chat, what an emote is, it's similar to what you use in like your average like text messaging chain. Just like a
It's kind
It's
of
like
like
an
an
emoji.
emoji. Yeah.
yeah, basically. So Walden was able to capture the point. This is the final match. So, I mean, if Case wins this team fight, it's all over.
We're looking at Super Zebra just trying to get some damage here.
Yeah. Don't worry, EAK Mayor. I'm sure there's people who will relate.
Does get taken out.
Mighty Pants gets a nice pick from Critical Hit's hook. Critical hit hooks another one, and the man helps finish him off.
I am at the
100 gets one with the Deadeye.
I am taking the objective. All is going according to plan.
And it looks like Case did win this fight. Critical hit misses his hook.
Yeah, we have Super Zebra trying to stall, waiting for his team to come back.
Case is putting up a fight here. So is Walden. Walden is determined to capture this point. Kundude has yet another Deadeye. I'm surprised he built up one in such a short amount of time.
Here we see Walden's Lucio.
And that is it. Case has won. Can we get some hype in chat? Very strong performance from both teams. Walden definitely did put up a fight there, especially towards the end. So we will have that royalty reveal in just a little bit. So stick around for that.
Epic. A performance worthy of repetition. I will show you the path.
All right. So while we're waiting for some people to come in, and we will be with you in a minute. All right. Are you guys ready?
Well,
And now, you go, Diego.
And now here we have the 2020 Case Homecoming royalty reveal. Well, congratulations to you guys, Janice and Kush. You guys.
I'll give you about 2 or 3 questions, and then I'll let Diego take over.
Okay.
So what was your strategy? I noticed you guys definitely stuck to a similar comp of the Sigma Roadhog. Was there like a strategy around that, or is that just where you guys are strongest?
So, I'll take this one. One of our tank players, Super Zero 35, Sigma's one of his favorite characters to play. So usually we'll have a comp, and he'll just go Sigma, and we just kind of have to play around that. But
it works.
He is
well,
good.
Though.
Yeah, but he is a really good Sigma player. So it's usually not a big problem because we trust him on it. We trust him to do well, and he does. And at the beginning of the season, though, I decided I wanted to play DPS. I played healer for a while, then I switched to tank for a while, then I switched to DPS. As you might see in the last game, I switched back to tank, and even still, gotta run the hog.
Yeah. Also, I also did notice that you guys tried to get out your ultimates as quickly as possible. Like, you got them, and then you tried to, like, put them out in that fight. Which normally I'm used to seeing both teams stacking up to, like, 5 or 6 ultimates and then using them in, like, one big final brawl. Was that planned, or was it kind of just, like, heat of the moment?
I mean, we don't really call out ults before a lot, but usually we try to just use as few ults as we can to win a fight, so that we have more for the next fights and all that.
Yeah, we're not coordinated in our ults. We see flashing button and we press it, and we're a very rolly team. Like, once we get our hype going, and it just stacks. And with that, we get our ult quick, and we just pop it because we want to win, get our ult quick, and it's just a cycle we get ourselves into.
Yeah, I definitely saw that today during today's game. Now, one final question before I let Diego start asking questions. How did you think Case played today?
I thought they played fine, pretty well.
I think Pun Dude over here carried a bit.
McCree definitely hit a lot of shots.
Because the first game we won pretty well. And then they sub him in. He starts doing a little better than we were used to, and it kind of got in our mental. And if you could hear comms, they kind of started dipping. When our mental started dropping.
After we lost that second game, We just
Mental
kind of
was
lost
low.
our mentality quite a bit and didn't really get that back until the very end.
Yeah, I definitely noticed it when you guys started really getting in your groove there towards the end. You were definitely putting up a fight. All right, Diego, it's all you.
What do you guys think was your plan here? Once you guys saw Case was putting up a fight with you guys.
Well, at first we tried diving, because we're pretty strong on dive. We've ran it a lot before, and we have good team synergy. So, or synergy between players. So, we tried running the dive quite a few times, which had it didn't work too well.
In the heyday, we were a great dive team.
Yeah, we used to run dive a lot. So we tried running dive, but when that didn't work out, we just tried going to what we could do best, which is like that Sigma Hog, and then usually like a McCree or a Junkrat.
One thing in our early days, we would a lot of times run like an earlier version of Goats, where we'd have 3 tanks, 1 DPS, and 2 healers. Because we have a lot of tank playing overlap with our players.
Yeah, we are like a pretty snowball-y team.
Yeah. Our plan was to dive, because initially we were gonna have a sub in, because one of our players had work, but he luckily got out in time and was able to come in. But our initial plan is dive, because in our first game we had great comms, great coordination, and it worked well. Then we just dropped mental and dropped plans.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I really saw you guys out there putting up a fight. Did you guys have any good strategies besides your comp, or any combos that you guys were thinking of?
Random BS go.
Yeah, no, we don't have the best like ult coordination or anything. But we usually try in like fights when we start team fight and all that. We usually try picking a target and taking that out. Like for a lot of like King's Row and stuff like that, we always tried prioritizing that Hanzo and like diving the Hanzo, or just taking out the Hanzo right away. So that was something that we definitely focused on.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. And yeah, good game today.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe we do this again sometime, and the end screen won't look so similar. So we're gonna shake a few things up.
All right. Well, before you go,
Good game.
actually, there's a crowd question. Forgot to mention this. Did you see any weaknesses in Case?
Without Pun Dude, they are noticeably lacking, I'd say, or weaker.
I mean, I think that a lot of their comps heavily rely on the pocketing.
Mhm.
So, I mean, they still definitely are, like the Hog was definitely hitting a lot of really good hooks.
I'd
think.
say he was a shining player.
Yeah, the Hog was really good. They had I mean, all of their players had their moments, I'd say. One thing, like, if this is just giving advice that I noticed, was that the Mercy was flying around a lot, which is good, but sometimes they were out of position and we could pick the Mercy really easily.
Yeah.
Like advice, I'd say like the Mercy sometimes was like too far into the fight or something, and we were able to get a pick off of her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Unless Diego, do you want to add anything?
No, that's all.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for coming out and having these interviews with us.
It was a great time to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right. See ya.
Have a good one.
You do.
Flick him, hit him in the head, and I flashbang. Flick him, hit him in the head, and he's like 1 HP.
There we go.
You live?
So, Diego, do you want to take the initiative here?
So, how'd you guys feel coming into today's game?
Felt good. Like, I mean, we didn't know what to expect. We kind of did, kind of didn't, but we were just out to explore.
I was a little bit nervous about how our team was going to play together, communication-wise, and working together. I was kind of worried. I don't know how well we were going to do, and we did pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like other times. We definitely improved a lot with our communication and focusing certain targets, especially throughout the game, like different rounds too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for those watching, we forgot to introduce our players. This is Ariel and Addison, also known as Ariel, AJ, and Pundude. So, yeah. So, what did you think of Walden's performance today?
They were pretty good. You know, they gave us a run for our money.
I think they're a very good team. Like, they're put together, and they seem to like work together, and their callouts seem good. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but they seem to focus a lot, and it was a pretty like close game. Like, there was a couple times where we got really scared.
Yeah, especially because like the one thing our team's been struggling with has been working together, communicating. And if we weren't communicating so well today and working together like such perfectly, that's not a word, but whatever, that's not English. The point is that if we weren't working together so well, we probably would have lost that if we.
Yeah. It could have went bad if we didn't fix our communication.
But luckily, we did really well.
Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah, you guys did definitely boost up your communications later on after that first round. I did also notice when you two were put in together, even when it's just Addison, it's dangerous. But when both of you are together, they just couldn't handle the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, Addison and I work well together.
Yeah, both of you are very aggressive.
Addison trained me. He taught me the game and trained me, so I am where I am because of him. So that's why we work so well together, because I learn everything from him. We basically
and you know his play style.
Exactly. We know each
Point
other.
and click.
Yeah.
Just shoot heads. Just click heads. That's it.
All right, Diego. Any questions from you?
If you guys were to have any tips for Walden here, what would they be?
I think they should, I think their team comp, like, they were playing dive with a Sigma a lot, and I think it would have been better if they went, like, full dive, or, like, chose, like, a team comp, like, consistently to go with, not kind of split off, if you get what I'm saying here.
Yeah, I'd say that overall, like, them working together did a really good job, but it was, like, more of, like, we always took the advantage after, like, our team just like adjusted to what they were playing. Like, they would get the advantage over us not knowing what they were playing, and then we were like, okay, then we switch it up, and then we just start winning after that.
Yeah. One piece of advice, if you could please pass this on to Emily. They did say that she sometimes was flying around, which is good, but sometimes it was a little too much, and sometimes she got herself out of position. So,
yeah.
Okay.
We'll let her know.
Yeah. And one more thing. Do you think there was any weakness of Walden's that you would have pointed out?
I would say they would never really look towards their back line, because a lot of times I'd flank and I'd be on their back line, and it was just like free pot shots. Like, I would just like take them out on their back line, and then they wouldn't have healers for the entire fight, and then a lot of times they would lose because of that. So I'd say like they'd be aware of like what's happening in their back line, like who's flanking and stuff like that.
I think you said it perfectly. I can't really think of any other weaknesses they have.
Okay. Also, another quick question. Are there any matches this season you are looking forward to, or any rivals you can't wait to face?
Bayport,
definitely.
Man, you guys are really after Bayport.
Hey, Case has never played against Bayport, and a lot of the teams we fought against that we haven't done so well have played against them, and they just got clapped. And so we want to show them what we're made of.
I think we have a chance against Bayport this year. Definitely.
Yeah, you guys definitely have some really strong players.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me as well. So thank you for your time. Thank you for coming out. And have a good rest of your weekend.
You too.
You too.
All right. So for those watching the stream, this is Bryce. Diego.
This is Diego.
And that's it for today's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and have a good rest of your day.